Hellstorm missile on standby.
To confirm.
Losing C. Orbital.
Oh, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you enjoyed that clip as much as I did whenever I got those kills with it. You're probably not going to enjoy it as much as me, but it's okay. This is Never Fail, and I'm bringing you some more Black Ops 2 commentary, doing some 6v6 domination on Raid. You know, a funny story about Raid, when I first played this map, I really didn't care for it. And since then, I've actually, come to really enjoy this map. It's a pretty damn fun map, and I can see why so many YouTubers upload it. But I'm not playing Ground War, and I'm not running super high streaks. I think I'm running, I believe it's Lightning, Stealth Chopper, and Orbital. Gotta love me some VSAT. And I am, Frito says he's self-proclaimed king of this, that, and the other. Well, motherfucker, I am the king. It ain't self-proclaimed. I am the king of failing to kill people while I have my own VSAT up. Yeah, I'm the best in the business at it. Anybody else has gotten the calling card for the Orbital VSAT, it's 100 kills while you have your VSAT active. Probably took them roughly about 25, 30 VSATs, worst case scenario, right? Maybe 35. Took me 76. Yeah, 76 Orbital VSATs. So obviously, I am the world's worst Call of Duty player. So, yeah, I found that stat amusing. Or sad. It's one or the other. Anyway, topic of conversation is issue with the party system. And I'm gonna try not to make this sound like I'm bitching. There's just a few issues I have with it that I would like to see addressed or, corrected. And first and foremost being, why is it when I'm in a full party, or a party of 3 or 4, and we're in a game, waiting for the game to start, waiting for it to make the teams in the lobby. Once it makes the teams, it'll split off some of us into a different lobby, while some of us remain in the normal lobby, the regular lobby, the first lobby. I don't get that. It's a little bit annoying, mainly because it's a inconvenience in regards to time. Because it doesn't cost me anything to back out and regroup. The only issue that I have with that is you get stuck in that reconnect in the party screen, and that takes a second sometimes, and sometimes it won't go at all, and that's annoying. But I can deal with that. But I would prefer if the party system, just didn't do that. I don't understand why that happens. Maybe Treyarch has some info on that one for me, because I'd like to know what causes that in regards to why on earth it splits up the party. But that's fine, that's nothing game breaking. Like I said, it's just a minor nuisance. And the only other issue I truly have with the party system would be that, why do parties of 3 or more get put in a game in progress? And this one is a major issue for me, because it's by far one of the most annoying things I deal with in this game. And I'll be in a party of 3 or more, and I only play 6v6 game modes because the lag in 9v9 Ground War for me is unbearable. And that's cool, because I'm not a Ground War player. It's not my style. I prefer Chaos Mosh Pit personally. But we'll be sitting there about to join a game, and next thing you know, we get put in a game in progress. And here's where the issue comes across, because there's 2 things that are occurring. There's 2 types of situations that have happened whenever you're getting put in a game in progress that way. One, either, and this one's actually happened more than once, but not often. This is a rarer of the 2. One, you'll get put in a game in progress and it'll unbalance the team. Say, I've been putting games in progress with parties of 3, where now my team, once we're all in there, will have 7 players. So the absolute best the other team's going to have is 5, and at that point it's not fair to them, because they pretty much have 0 chance of winning that game. Especially when it's an objective-based game mode, not just a killing game mode. They have 0 chance of winning that game for the most part, because we can just keep throwing bodies where they can't. And watch me get totally outplayed. That was terrible on my part. Then there's the more common occurrence that I'm pretty sure everybody has experienced multiple times every play session. And that is that you get put in a game in progress where half the team's already backed out because they were getting their ass whooped, and you are now taking on their issues I've been thrown into games in progress with parties of 3 or more. I've been thrown in games in progress with a full party right as the game ends, which is, I mean, that's terrible, and it's really frustrating because I didn't earn that loss, and trust me, I'm good enough at losing on my own. I don't need Treyarch's help. So I'd like for that not to happen. I'd like to never get put in a game in progress. There should be a score limit set to where it won't put a team, anybody in there after that score part has been reached, and that is essentially where in domination, once the score part has been reached, where a triple cap for the rest of the game is not good enough to win you the game, then you shouldn't get put in there. Plain and simple. Kill confirmed, I'd say once the enemy team has a 25 tag lead, you shouldn't get put in there. TDM, I don't play, just not my game mode. More power to those who do play it. Me, I like to actually be able to get decent score streaks without having to maintain a 20 kill streak. I mean, think about that. To get a swarm in TDM, you damn near have to have, and this without using hard lighting, you damn near have to get a relentless medal, which is retarded to say the least. So I'd prefer to avoid TDM, but there should be limits, headquarters, stuff like that. But there should be limits to all that. And well, the solution to that is don't play in parties, never fail. This game for me, not nearly as much fun to play solo as any other Call of Duty I've played outside of, or I won't say any other, because Modern Warfare 2, I don't care if I was in a party or not, I hated it. But even in Modern Warfare 3, I could play that game in a party for a while. After probably about 2 months of playing it, it got to the point on Modern Warfare 3 where even when I was doing good, when I was kicking ass, I still wasn't having fun. So that's when I quit playing it. I haven't reached that point on this game, but I have reached the point where I don't really care to play solo. The only time I really play solo is when I'm trying to achieve camos and shit or get calling cards, and even then, getting some of these score streak calling cards is not very easy to do when you're playing solo. But I'm almost done. I only got the VTOL, the Warthog, the Dogs, and the Swarm left pretty much. I think maybe the Guardian and the RCXD car, but I probably never go for those. Guardian, not too bad, I just don't use the RCXD car. And speaking of the RCXD car, I'm very happy to see that motherfucker don't get nearly the spam that you got on it with Black Ops 1. It's nice, isn't it? Now if only Flight Jacket saved you from the Hunter Killer drone. I can't count the times that I've been full health and been killed by the Hunter Killer. But you'll see in my upcoming live commentary session what I'm speaking of, and I'll say it now. It's a little spoiler. Yes, it is. I like using the Hunter Killer drone. I just hate it when people hit me with it. That's all there is to it. And that live com session will end on a sour note, I assure you. If you're offended by what some people may call derogatory gay slurs, you might not want to watch the last video for damn sure. And trust me, I don't mean any offense to any people who are gay. That's their choice. It affects me in no shape, way, form, or fashion, so I don't care. It's just something I say. So don't get offended by it. But if you're going to get offended by it, feel free to not watch the video, because there's your pre-warning. But anywho, back on topics of parties. But yeah, anyway, like I was saying, I really can't get into this game solo like I could Black Ops 1. I could play Black Ops 1 by myself all the time. It was a fun game. I could play Call of Duty 4 by myself. Hell, I don't believe I've ever played in a party on that game. I believe every game I've ever played, all the way through First Prestige level 27, I believe is where I ended up at before I just couldn't find lobbies anymore. I played every single one of them games solo, by myself, no friends or nothing. But obviously, if you got friends that play the game, you want to play with them. So I'd like to see these issues fixed. Like I said, there's nothing that's going to stop me from playing it. There's plenty of other things in this game that might. But the party system, it's a pain in the ass sometimes. But it's not going to stop me from playing it. It's just little minor tweaks I'd like to see fixed. So I'm trying not to bitch and complain. Oh, and another thing with the live com session I got coming up. I made a watch me get outplayed again. I made a conscientious effort to avoid raging. Yes, I did. Actually put forth the effort to try not to get mad while playing. And that's not easy to do with this game, because I'm a very competitive guy. I hate dying to some of the certain things in this game. But at least with all the stuff in this game, for the most part, with the exception of claymores and bouncing betties, which I would like to see removed from the game, or at least give me my jammer back, damn it. Never had a problem with claymores and shit in Black Ops 1. Give me my jammer back. But at least in this game, all the stuff that people can kill you with the exception of those two things, actually requires them to at least shoot you or throw something at you. They can't just automatically fall down and die, or and blow up and kill you, anything like that. So that's kind of nice. And then score streaks are score streaks. That's a given. But anyway, that's pretty much the end of the video. I can't really remember the final score. It's 40 something and 9, I believe. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.